Hey guys, how are you? Hope fine and welcome to the next commentary video. Of course we are in the Medieval 2 Total War and this is 2 versus 2 on the vanilla game, I mean the base game, if you don't know what does it mean. And this battle is gonna be interesting show, because as my ally we got Denmark under command of the Garantron, and this is his second battle in multiplayer. So most likely he will do a typical newcomer mistakes, and I will try to help him out, help him understand how the game works, what to do in different situations, and stuff like that. So let's pause it because we are rushing, so this is gonna be really quickly. This is gonna start really quickly. Let's start off with the army compositions. The rules were 6 to cavalry, no gun allowed, and like 10 key for each player, if I remember. So I got as Poland 4 units of the Polish Knights. Brilliant looking in this little snow morning. 4 units of the dismounted Polish Knights. Medium tier heavy infantry, seems like with upgrades of attack and defense. 4 units of the woodsmen, light 200s to get rid of some his cavalry, and 1 unit of the crossbow militia right here. Low range but cheap and effective against armor because they are crossbows, so it's logical. And 1 unit of peasants, oh that faces, to make a fake attack and use them as mid shield. Sorry, but this is medieval and no mercy. My ally got 4 units of the 6 units of cavalry in total. Sorry, 4 units of chivalry knights, and of course 1 huskars charging right now, and 1 general bodyguard. And of course lots of infantry and 4 units of the crossbows, which I thought it was mistake because you know we were rushing, so I thought he will bring like 1 unit of missile, but who cares. And here we see a typical newcomer mistake, charging cavalry in tight formation, in overlapped in one place without support of his infantry. That's not gonna work well. It will never fly if you doesn't have your own infantry behind cavalry, like 5-10 meters maximum, not far away. And this formation isn't flexible, and it's vulnerable to missile fire. If I see this, yeah, the tribute archers are firing down the cavalry, and this was good for our enemies. And by the way, our enemies were the Hellcat, commanding the Byzantine Empire, and Grand Giblin, commanding the English forces. So when I saw this formation, I was pretty sure I will have to take out more than 1 opponent. I mean, I have to kill more units than normal. And see this 1 unit of huskars fighting with 3 units of Latinconn, and here you see the reserves of the Byzantine Empire. So at my left flank I am charging with my Polish Knights. Infantry should be closer, but this was a little mistake I made. The peasants are doing their job, of course, with this one guy leading the whole unit. Crossbows are firing down, most likely this dismounted English Knights. I'm pretty sure I wanted to get to wipe out these English Knights because they are medium tier, in contrast to my high tier, the Polish Knights. And see, the England cavalry is pretty much gone. They are steady, and they are gonna get wrecked in a few seconds. Here you see my 1 unit of Polish returners charging to the back of the dismounted English knights. And here we can see the armored swordsman coming to support, my cavalry chasing down the rest of the English horses, and some yeoman archers firing down to my cavalry, most likely. So now my infantry is gonna engage, and I was pretty concerned about this fight here. The like 1, 2, 4, 6 units of infantry in the one place. This is not a good idea, definitely. And they are gonna get a flank charge from the general bodyguard. But at his flank he's doing pretty well. You know, if I would rate it as second multiplayer game in his life, this won't be worst rate. I mean, the Crossbows, we were chatting through the Skype, and I was trying to give him advice what to do. So he managed to rout this Latin cavalry, because Byzantine have practically only medium tier cavalry, and he forgot to disable the skirmish mode. So these guys are gonna retreat, and here we see some English knights chasing down my crossbow militia and woodsmen. It looks really epic, brilliant view from the bird's view. It's really epic. It's the little snow and all these tears and that. So I lost maybe 70% of my cavalry. This was bad, but you know, in battle it's impossible to play without casualties. And I moved up to kill first these Trebizond archers and then get rid of this Byzantine Empire. The England are pretty much done. Look at this carnage. Poland and English soldiers in one place. The good thing is that I was able to save the most of my infantry corps, and now the Garantron Denmark infantry, I shall say, are fighting to the death. So, and at this point he crashed, so I had to kick him and fight as two people. We were lucky that his crossbows didn't rout and they could shoot this guy from behind. So now my cavalry is like 20 soldiers maximum, and the balance of power is pretty even. I got some dismounted Polish nobles ready, and this was the good point of this was good idea to flank, to fire my cavalry, maybe not with flaming arrows, but it caused some moral rout. Here you see the charge of the Vatican, but my woodsmen hold the line. I was really surprised because they got low morale, you know. So I managed to rout the students of the Latincan, and now it's down to this crap load of the Byzantine Empire infantry, some of my crap woodsmen, and I got additionally this little duel between the dismounted Polish knights and dismounted English knights, which are two-handed. So most likely I will get them killed, these guys. And I got 1 unit of woodsmen as support. So now my only hope is doing 1 million charges to kill this infantry and cause them to rout. Look at this fight, the dismounted Polish knights fighting with the dismounted Latincan. Woodsmen are wavering, but the main core is still... Well, yeah, they are shaken and they are routing. And let's see, I lost almost all cavalry, general's bodyguard, 8 people, and these broken units fighting to the death. So for me, broken. 4-3-2. Here you see the one unit come back from routing, but unfortunately he went. I had to kick him out, so they were doing their last command he ordered. I'm gonna now wipe out some of these Yeoman archers with my woodsman and crossbow militia fighting in melee with these little swords. Really weird. And now I'm fighting off this general's bodyguard. So my 7 soldiers against these 6 general's bodyguard of Byzantine Empire. And I was very lucky and I was really happy when his general fled off the battlefield. Look at this, how much cavalry lost to both sides. Even screenshot for that. The last unit of the Garanton cavalry, and they were just literally wiped out by this Varangian guard. Of course, 200 unit and additional heavy are brilliant against this, against all cavalry types, especially light, and heavy too if you provide them support. So this guy is gonna retreat to his home. And my brave dismounted Polish knights are fighting off this Varangian guard. They both are shaken. My one guy, here you can see his last church maybe, and this unit shall really save the day. My general's bodyguard of based on himself and 5 bodyguards. Here you see this England Grand Giblin Yeoman archers. I believe soon after Garanton crashed and this Grand halted game out, so I kicked him too. I think so. So maybe it could go different way if we will play this in normal conditions. But who cares if pretty much he was done and I had to kick my friend first, and few minutes later this England guy. So now we see the pretty much even fight. However, I don't know honestly why my woodsman and dismounted Polish knight hold it so long against this edge of the Byzantine Empire. Pretty much we are down to... Oh, here you see the England general, a typical mistake of newcomer as well. The general in the archers, that's not very good idea. Here we have the Polish crossbow militia firing down this Varangian guard, or maybe even this Trebizond archer. And my general is now down to 2 soldiers, and he's bully, so he fought well enough. But as I said, my troops are breaking, and pretty much I'm down to 2 units, 1 unit of the crossbow militia and 2 heavy cavalry units. So now, these crossbows was great idea to bring them over here. Even if I kick at him, they were still they still shoot it to these guys. So now I'm gonna wait for a good time charge. Oh, this unit, this guy just got wrecked. And now I'm gonna charge them. And they just fire it right to this face. So my general is... let's see. He's gonna charge this England. And really epic scene of the killing England general. This battle was really close, even if now it seems like, oh hey, I just kick it one player, then second player, then just fought with bots. No, it was really close. I was happy this unit hold it out for a while, this modern Laticon, and now got the Church Hammer and Anvil from my side, and the Byzantine Empire admitted defeat. And see, this is why Medieval 2 Total War is broken in the multiplayer. These units shall shoot still, but because their targets were killed, so they stop at shooting and they are just waiting. In Rome 1 Total War you can, when you kick player, at last computer will use his forces to rush. It's much better than waiting right here. But never mind, this is little reflection. It's not time for it. This one Laticon is gonna retreat. I want to chase them down because I see one unit of armored swordsmen, and I forgot to say I got one unit of the dismounted Polish nobles, rather as placebo than real war unit, because I think the spears aren't really useful in pitch battles, and you will check out why in my Academy of Medieval to Total War, which I'm preparing these videos for upload. So all I had to do at this point was shooting down this armored swordsman. Shame I had to kick him in the late period game, but you know, better kick than let this unresolved. So these guys are just waiting, and this one is firing down his last target, this Varangian guard. Overall, it looks very close, even if you see this carnage and all the bodies right here behind them, and useless at this in this battle stakes. He wasted money on it. If he would get some better infantry than this stakes, it will be in his favor. So these guys are wavering, but Jonah's here and I'm chasing down this one Laticon, maybe just for fun. I don't remember. So now I had to shoot this guy. And I really don't like this Buget computer forces. They shall rather run them. Just church like in Rome. They will rush immediately, but oh well. So Garantro did pretty well with my tips and support. I tried to support him at least. And these 3 units of the Crossbows and my general really saved the day. And of course they routed finally. So he did pretty well. My cavalry of course got 1000 of kills. Infantry did very well. I was wrong, I got 2 units of the Polish nobles, but one was wiped out in the first minute, so I forgot to mention it. Peasants got 4 kills, yes, they got 4 kills. Crossbow militia got 66 kills. Woodsmen, dismounted Polish knights and Jonas Bodyguard getting nearly 100 kills. Garantron did pretty well. He killed the same amount as he lost. The very good game to Hellcat, and GG to Grand Giblin. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Stay tuned for the next videos and see you later.